If you're in tech and you want to stand out, you need to get better at public speaking. You're probably already pretty good at it, but your nerves and lack of confidence are really holding you back. Public speaking is super important to accelerate your career, and you don't need to speak in front of 3,000 people like I did last week, but you need to be able to speak to 10 or 20 people. I think that would be really good. That's the sweet spot. And yes, it sounds scary, but we do it all the time without realizing. You're doing it already. I mean, for example, do you chat with your colleagues or your friends in a group of 3 or 5 people? But when it comes to officially public speaking, we doubt ourselves. I used to really hate public speaking, so much that I used to get nervous when speaking to my team of colleagues, or 3 of us, and they used to say, well, let's just get a room and you can go through that again with us. And I was just chatting to them right now at my desk. But when they made it official, I used to freak out, not want to eat, go to the bathroom like 100 times. And so it's really normal. But once you realize you're just chatting to friends or colleagues, then the fear kind of goes away and you can actually perform a lot better. Looking back, I have no idea why chatting with those same 3 people at my desk was okay. But when we got a meeting room and I just put my laptop on the screen and the same 3 people, no one else, I used to really freak out. But when I realized a few things, talking to one person or 1,000 people is pretty much the same when you're trying to explain or show something. And it's okay that I don't know everything, and it's okay that you don't either. That is completely fine, and it's fine to say I don't know. Things that scared me though was maybe I get asked a question I don't know. But like I said, that's not a problem. No one can know everything, and it's fine to say I don't know. And you can always let's figure it out together and then we'll all know. I was also nervous about silences, like long pauses. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. It shows emphasis. But they can digest the information. I can also think. So there's nothing wrong with those pauses and silences. I was always worried about I'd forget what to say. And if you forget what to say next, take a pause. As we just saw, nothing bad happens. And then you can regroup. You can go on to the next topic. Or you can always have a few items that you can always add into the conversation. Or you know what? You can ask the audience a question and then pause. What do you think of this video? Leave a comment below. See, gives me a time to think about what to say next, and it seems fine. But let's move on to the benefits. Speaking at your work, you are going to have to one day present to your team or maybe 3 or 4 people, but that can be scary. And so if you practice it, you will get better. And then if it's 3 or 4 or 10, or once I got asked many years ago to speak in front of the company, there were 50 people at the event, just for 5 minutes. But wow, I didn't sleep for days, didn't eat for days. And to be honest, I don't know why I was freaking out, but it's normal. It's something that we need to practice. Another thing you can do to get better is, like I said, speak with your colleagues, speak with your friends, but then also maybe practice at local meetup. They're usually a lot smaller. So therefore you can get some good feedback from people and improve, and you can ask lots of questions to the audience. It's a great way to give yourself time and to put more of the pressure on them. And they won't realize it because they're a big group of people. Well, not necessarily a big group of people, but there's more than one person. So therefore they think it's someone else's responsibility. But as soon as one person speaks, usually many other people speak. When I ask a question to the audience and I get no hands, then as soon as I get kind of one hand goes up and they realize it's not scary and we just chat, then usually I get like 10, 20 hands going up and we don't have enough time to go through everyone. So it's just kind of, breaking the ice on both sides. But leading into that, I would like to say definitely start small. What about doing a joint talk? Do a talk with a friend. Therefore, again, like I said, the audience feels like there's less pressure because there's more of them. Well, why don't you do a joint talk with a friend and there's less pressure on you and you can share the responsibility. And if one of you forgets something, the other one can kind of jump in and fill it in. Trust me, that happened to me so many times. So thank you to everyone who was doing joint talks with me and who helped out. I think that was just brilliant. And I helped them out too also, I hope. But please don't overthink it. Pick a topic you're really passionate about and that will come through when you talk about it. And plus you remember a lot more about it, you'll enjoy it, it'll be a lot more fun. So pick something that you are keen to chat about, a topic you would speak about with a group of friends at lunch at work or something like that. And remember, you don't need to be an expert, but you do need to practice. So you need to practice and practice again. If you record it on your phone and then watch it back, it is quite hard listening to yourself and watching yourself. But if you do that, you'll be able to pick up things you didn't realize. But practice it out loud. Don't just practice it in your head. You need to practice speaking it out loud, even if it's to a mirror or to yourself. Trust me, that will help so much. And you don't need to become a TED speaker or anything like that. You just need to be able to speak to a group of people. And once you practice it, speaking to 5 or 10 or 3,000 will actually make no difference to you. You will just be able to do it. So please do that. Obviously, in addition to your open source, I always say, but get into your public speaking. And if you ever want to do a joint talk with me, let me know. I'm more than happy to. You can welcome to join me on a live stream as well. It's another great way to practice as well. Anyway, I'll leave that with you. Let me know what you think below, and I'll see you in the EddieHub community. Link in description below.